Hey guys, it's Rachel Castille. I'm out walking this morning and I want to share with you the power of free will and just talk about that for a while. So that is the greatest gift we've been given, is our free will. That's what love has given us. Love never violates our free will. And no matter what bondage you're in, no matter how long you feel that you've been oppressed, depressed, bound in any way, you have free will to get yourself out of that. And when you begin to make new choices for your own self, you begin to realize your value again. And that's how God has begun to set me free and showing me the power of being able to make a new decision. And sometimes when you use your free will, you lose alliances, I guess, because everybody has free will. Everybody has chosen what they've chosen. So if you start choosing something different, you might get kicked out in a way. Not that people intend to do that. It just emotionally it can feel that way. Maybe some people do intend it, but yeah, emotionally it probably feels that way. I know it has been in my life, but really it's just a manifestation that you've made a new choice. And what I've learned is not to demand or expect other people to make choices at the rate that you do. If you see something new, then that's for you to step into, and you might be a pioneer in that area. And so I'm just sharing my journey as I've learned the power of my free will and what that's how that's opened doors for me. And maybe in a way we're used to running as a pack, we're used to running with a support system. But what I'm seeing is, like, in order to get into new circles, new, I would say missions, like you have to birth your mission enough that then you align with people who are doing similar things. So like for a while you have to pioneer that yourself. And so I would just advise, like, find some way to use your free will in something tangible that you can see fruit from, and then you find out the power of it. You can see the effect of what you gain from building one thing on another. So good morning. So guys, just being out here walking, my will decided I'm gonna go in the mornings. I'm gonna find a park to walk in. I'd prefer to walk outside than be in a gym. And I get to see the fruit of it, and I'm feeling just more and more grace to keep doing it. Like, I'm actually incorporating things that I love into my life. I really love being outside. I love physical things. I love exercise, using my body. And this is something I haven't made time for in my life. And from not making time for it, that was like an area of, like, not fulfillment, if that makes sense. Like, there's something that you see that you want to do, that you have the desire in your heart to do, desire to carry out, to see manifest. If you're not on the path for it in some capacity, it's like it's just dying inside of you, it's the simple things. It's like, you don't have to put, oh man, I gotta run a marathon by next month. It's like, no, maybe you need to just start enjoying walking, enjoying being physical, enjoying your environment, And use your will on tangible things that you can do. And once you feel the flow of doing that, then, like, you can increase it. Like today, I ran a lot of this. I started on the longer part of the trail that I'd never seen. It, like, starts on a different road, and it connects to where I was running before. So I tried to do all of that plus what I was normally doing, and seeing if I could do it in the same amount of time. So stretching me a bit more now. But, like, I didn't start off saying you gotta run or you're lazy. It's like, no, I'm just enjoying that I followed through and that I left the house when I said I would. yeah, and then now I'm starting to start earlier. I'm liking it. I'm coming out like an hour earlier than I used to start. But yeah, in a sense, the flow for you, you'll find it. But how you find it is you use your will on the first thing you can see. If God is calling you to leave somewhere, if you're seeing something, you want to experience it, you got to just step out and make that choice. You got to make a choice. If you don't commit to you, if you don't commit to what God has shown you, you'll never see the fruit of it. You'll never learn from it. You'll never see. So, yeah, our free will is very, very important. It's what God has given us. It's God's love for us is that he gave us free will. God is never going to shove you, push you into your destiny. Any prophetic word you've ever gotten, if you don't use your faith to step into it, it will never happen. God's will is not accomplished in our lives because we have free will. And God is a loving Father and has a beautiful plan for us. And if we don't walk in intimacy and in fellowship with him, we miss out on the amazing plan. God is showing us, hey, do you know what I created you for? You see yourself as a lowly little person who can't accomplish anything, can't change anything. And if you believe that, with your will, you walk in alignment with that belief. So, yeah, it all starts with the free will choice. God always gives us an instruction, a direction, and then he waits to see, will we do it? Will we step into it? So, yeah, guys, I just also want to talk to the fact that if you do feel bound, or if you're in, I'll just highlight this, yeah. If you're in any relationships that are binding, it's also your will that has you there. That there's a trade-off of some reason that you stay in a comfortable place in a toxic situation is because your will, you're preventing something you don't want to happen, or you're afraid to trust God in a new season. But yeah, essentially, you have to make the choice. You have to make the choice to step out, to step away, to step into health, to step into your value. That doesn't mean that leaving is always the answer, but being who you are is the answer. Staying true to what is good for you is the answer. So ultimately, if you can't birth everything that's in your heart in the relationships that you're in and the friend groups you're in, then you're not living the life you were born to live. You're hiding out in a place. Maybe that's for fear of ridicule, for fear of being abandoned, for fear of slander. There's so much more. I would just speak, like, I've lived so bound in my life that I just want to be an encouragement to people that no matter what people try to throw at you, you're completely free. You're completely free. You're already free, but you're using your powerful will to stay where you are. And it's so powerful that you'll never leave that place. You'll be there forever because your will is choosing it. We're the ones who carry the authority, the dominion in the earth. So if anything is lording over us, we've got something to do with it. We've got something to do with it. I understand, like, underage people kind of maybe don't have the freedom that adults have, but as adults, we have freedom to always let light in and to walk in the fullness of what God has put inside of us. And that's the power of our voice as we begin to testify of what God is speaking over us. As we begin to testify and be light in our life, all chains break. Darkness can't even reside where light is. It literally eradicates it. Darkness literally doesn't exist. When the sun is out, I in no way can make this environment dark. There's no way. So yeah, when you choose to let the light out with your will, when you choose to be a voice with your will, you break chains off of your life. It's amazing when somebody carries light and they walk by you and out of nowhere you can see. But what do you do when they walk away? Is your light on enough that your own light illuminates your life? So in a way, we all spark fires in each other. So that is the benefit of like fellowship and community. So, good morning. But yeah, that's the benefit of fellowship and community, is that my fire, my light can be light in your situation enough for you, for you to see something you weren't able to see before. But in that moment of being able to see, you need to, with your will, make a new decision. So you can carry that light too. It's like somebody walking by and lighting your torch. In that moment, with your will, you have to make a new decision that will allow you to carry that same light, that will allow your light to stay kindled. Because if you still live the same way prior to the light coming on in your room, if you don't make a new decision, the light is gone. And what that means is that your will is choosing the same patterns as before. So, yeah, guys, literally our change comes from free will. When we see something and if we look away and act like we didn't see it, then we're choosing delusion. We're choosing to stay where we are. So we're only as stuck as we choose to be. The power of the will, the power of a choice, the freedom we have. No one can take your life. You give it away. So if you feel bound, if you feel imprisoned, you're making a choice to give your life away. You're choosing to not trust God in the new season. The new seasons require new trust because new provision, new connections. Sometimes walking the path to get to those things can feel scary. It can feel like, will God come through? But that's the process of stepping out. When you believe for more, when you believe in your value, when you believe in, hey, I can live the life that I've seen. It is possible. You'll find that your faith will manifest it. Your faith will bring it to pass. It says these signs follow those that believe. So when you believe, it will manifest. You will see the things come forth. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm finishing up my walk, about to head home. Thanks for listening. I pray this has been a blessing to you. Leave me a comment below if this encouraged you in some way. And I will see y'all on the next one.